Why? Why, Troy? Why? After all these years, to come dragging this into me now? It don't make no sense at your age. I could have expected this 10 or 15 years ago, but not now. I don't try to be everything what a wife could be, what a wife should be. Spent 18 years of my life married, and I get to see the day when you come in telling me you've been sleeping with another woman, and you done fathered the child by her. I never wanted no half-nothing in my family. My whole family was half. Everyone had a different father and a different mother. My 2 sisters and my brother. Can't hardly tell who's who. We could never sit down at the table and talk about mama and papa. It was always your mama, your papa, my mama, my papa. I never wanted none of that for my children. And now, you want to drag your behind in telling me something like this?
You ought to know. It's time for you to know.
Well, I don't want to know, goddammit. And maybe you don't want to know either. Maybe you want to wish me and my boy away. Well, you can't wish us away, Troy. I spent 18 years of my life married to you. I've invested all those years into you. You should have stayed upstairs in my bed where you belong.
Rose, now listen to me. We can get a handle on this thing.
All of a sudden, we. Where were we long time ago before you started making a goddamn fool of yourself? We should have come to understanding before you were rolling around with some godforsaken woman. You're a day late and $1 short from when it comes to having an understanding with me. What you can't tell me, Troy, is whether you plan to continue seeing that woman.
I can't sit up in a house and laugh, Rose. I can't give that up.
Well, maybe you should go on and stay down there with that woman, if she is a better woman than me.
Rose, you ain't to blame. I done locked myself into a pattern trying to take care of all of you poor if I forgot about myself.
What the hell was I supposed to do? That was my job, not somebody else's. You should have stayed upstairs in my room, Troy. You should have held me tight. You should have grabbed onto me and held me.
I stood on first base for 18 years. But goddammit, go on for it.
We're not talking about baseball. We're talking about you going off to sleep in bed with another woman. That's what we're talking about. We're not talking about baseball.
Rose, you're not listening to me. I'm trying to best I can to explain it to you. It's not easy for me to admit that I've been standing in the same place for 18 years.
Well, I've been standing with you. I've been in the same spot with you. I've got a life too. I spent 18 years of my life standing right here with you. Don't you think I ever wanted other things? Don't you think I ever wanted to get to know other men? That I wanted to lay up somewhere and forget about my responsibilities? That I wanted to meet someone who could make me laugh, so I could feel good? You're not the only one with wants and needs. But I held on to you. I took all my dreams and hopes and wants and needs and feelings and I buried them inside of you. I planted a seed and I watched and prayed over it. I planted myself inside of you. and waited to bloom. And it didn't take me 18 years, Troy, to realize that the soil was hard and rocky, and it was never gonna bloom. But I held on to you. I held you tighter, because you were my husband. I owed you everything I had, every part of me that I could find to give you. And upstairs in that room, with the darkness falling in on me, I gave try to erase any doubt I had that you were the finest man in the world. And wherever you were gonna go, I was gonna go there with you. Because you were my husband. And that was the only way I was gonna survive, as your wife. You always talk, Troy, about what you give and what you don't have to give. But you take too, Troy. You take, and you don't even know that nobody's giving.